Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Humans, here of all places.
Is he floating?
That's not a person. He's more like a mass of astral energy.
That sounds a lot like a great astral spirit.
How predictable, applying simple-minded molds to others.
I doubt he's a great astral spirit, but there is something alien about him.
If anything, you're alien to your own realm. You feign comfort with fate, all the while bearing claws at destiny. You remind me of a certain race. A race that struggles even as they destroy multitudes of worlds. Worlds that devour multitudes of energy. Disgraceful, all of it.
Sounds like someone has it in for us.
Say, there's supposed to be 6 keys, right?
And this is the 6th area. This must be our last stop.
Be careful. This one's not like the others we've run into.
You know, Edna mentioned being invited here. I'd figured it was the researchers doing, but what if there was something else in play?
You think this guy's behind it all?
That's anyone's presumption. Somehow I doubt he'd give us a straight answer if we asked.
I'll give you the courtesy of my name. I am the great spirit Kronos, ruler of time and space. And now I shall demonstrate my power.
Here it comes!
I've never felt power so potent before.
It feels like I'll be crushed by its force.
Didn't come all this way just to lose now.
Luckily, we've got power of our own. Determination.
Explosion! Lightning
Can't
orb!
get out of this!
Light
It was nice
astral
while
energy! First aid!
Dance on the wind! Reflect
Mega red
Inspiration!
Denied!
Prepare to be judged!
Take this! Blazing flame! Its armor won't save you! Now I'm in the groove!
Radiant storm!
What my art can do!
Rise and shine!
We're finished! Inspiration!
I get too blind. Sorry to trouble.
Blazing flame!
same
The blazing
thing.
side is yours! To be let free! Talon storm!
And again!
Penumbra!
Mega ray!
Soaring
Beyond
blast!
annihilation!
Talon
Mega ray!
hurricane!
Haunting! Annihilation! Vanish
This
without a
one's
trace!
you!
Breath of life.
Shooting
Inspiration!
stars!
Time for one
I
more!
never miss!
Cure!
The waters of creation!
Bound is
No
no further!
Tidal wave!
This one's for
Hear
you,
my
Dad!
call.
Take this!
Spread!
Blazing flame!
Burning astral
The flame
energy!
entire is yours! To be let free!
You into
Still, all things
Ready to go!
Dance on the
Thunder
wind!
force! Mega ray! The
Bringing
waters
you
of
a
blazing
creation!
flame!
Bloody howling!
Dance the mortal
Lost my
droplet!
focus!
Benediction light.
The waters of
Pierce
creation!
through!
Lunar corruption!
Just the
Dance the
top!
mortal droplet! Gemini aqua!
This
Tidal
one's all
wave!
mine!
This one's mine!
Prepare to be seen! No
Hear my
further!
call.
Time for one more! I'm just getting
We're
started!
finished!
Not my finest. It's my fault.
Inspiration! Time for one more! Inspiration! Time
Let me
for
help! First aid!
This one's mine!
Illuminate the...
Down on the ground!
Holy
Just to dust!
The sky is mine!
Crumble! That freaking gun is mine! I can carve through armor!
The water
Not my finest.
Spirits within the soil.
Awaken and wreak havoc!
I'll bring you back from
Burn! Don't let it go to your head!
Can't get out of this!
Raging
Pull
storm!
myself together.
Air pressure!
Not done yet!
Bring heaven and earth!
Inspiration!
A wailing sea of lightning!
Bastard!
Take
This
it
one's for you,
by
Dad!
Savior!
I'll finish you here! This one's all mine!
Light after
Ignite!
energy!
Talon
The water
Hurricane!
takes it.
Negative J! Rip it! Watch this!
Tidal waves!
Raising Flame! I'm just getting
Freeze
you!
Lancer!
Nice while ripping you apart!
Oh,
Now I'm real mad! Prepare to be judged!
Being interrupted.
Talon Hurricane! Shattering pieces! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Here I go! And again!
This one's mine! You!
All disasters!
Watch this!
Tornado drive!
I'll smash you!
Nothing
no
gets
further.
by me.
Now I'm in the groove! It was nice while I could let you all down.
I couldn't make it in time.
There you go!
Magic is mine! Freeze Lancer! I never miss! Blah, blah,
I'll
blah!
face you! Everything! I can do this all again!
Reload!
Captivity! This one's for you, Dad! That frickin' does it! Penguin Blossom! Not my finest!
Feel my weary...
The picture of hell!
Cure!
The flame inside me! Yours! Prepare to be judged! Not today!
I've let you all down.
Resonate with the earth!
I'll bring you back from death to bed!
Spirit. It's within the
This
soil.
should do it!
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Up and in! Let's
Not
go!
done yet!
Here's another! Magic is here! Sleep now!
No further! Do it!
Let's get you all tucked away!
Not today!
A whirling struggle!
Rhapsody of
Do
Darkness!
it! Winds of heaven! First,
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
the magic is there!
Crumble!
Tidal wave!
I'll finish you here and anything in order to be judged!
The enemy is going
Now
all
let
out!
me see what I can do! Now I'm in the go!
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, it's been swell knowing you guys.
We have to stop it. Whatever it takes.
It's time to draw close the curtain. The tragedy of your lives has reached its end.
Watch it!
Chrono erosion!
I'm going to need to use all magic is there!
Where are you going?
Holy land!
No way!
He's going to annihilate everything.
A power beyond mortal understanding.
I'll be saving this one!
I'll face you!
Prepare to be judged!
Blah, 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 blah.
Know your breath of
Nothing gets by me.
Here's evil!
In a bind?
Freeze Lancer!
Do it!
Shiny
You
Supernova!
picked the wrong fight!
Here's the healing wind!
Rhapsody of Darkness!
The waters of creation! Hear me!
Shattering up
Immortal
pieces!
droplet!
Attack down on the ground! Know your flick!
Benediction light.
Blood!
Blaze of fear! Blazing flame! Not my finest!
Whoa!
Not done yet! Burn! There you go! Shattering up pieces! Attack! Armor won't save you! This one's for you, Dad! Seismic rock on a roll now!
The water
Go see it! Take this!
Sleep now.
Not today!
Watch this!
Benediction light.
Magic is
Bring you
there.
down.
Thank you! Crumble!
Holy land.
It was
That
freaking does it! Too
Up
slow!
and down. Let's go.
I'll finish you here! I've let you all down.
First aid.
Here we go again!
The water of blah, blah, blah.
Flame inside me! Yours
here's
to be
my
let
home.
free!
Water
Bow
of
before me!
blah,
You picked the wrong fight!
Far enough.
Seismic rupture! Elusive deity! You
Here's
born!
through.
Armor won't save
Hold
you!
on to
I'll
your
finish
heart.
you here and
Here it
now!
comes.
On your
Prepare
knees!
to be judged! Enough!
I've let you all
your
down.
flick.
How about this?
No further.
Be gone!
I will heal you all.
What just happened?
Is this another of his powers?
Insolent boy!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay? Yeah, you too.
The picture of hell.
Enough! Cut
Blazing flare! Elusive deity!
Let me help. A whirling struggle.
All good things come to me.
Burn in hell!
Sanguine blossom!
Field.
Now
Sleep
or never.
now. Mega ray.
Can't get out of this!
Get on in there with the other. Where are you going?
You bore me!
Blazing flame! Howling hurricane!
Annihilation.
Prepare to be judged! We're finished! Forgive me. I've let you all down.
Mega ray.
Be gone!
Far beyond the darkest skies. I call upon
It's all!
thee.
Prepare to be judged!
Hounding you up!
I'll bring you back from death to day. All tucked away.
Can't be
The
happening.
waters of creation. New lease on life. Dance in
Imbue
more
this man to be judged.
Here you are. Complete focus.
They're tearing through us.
Healing must be our first priority.
I'm on it. Not a moment to waste.
That's much better.
Prepare
to be judged.
Demon lash!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Inspiration!
Prepare to be judged! Enough! One further. How about this? How about this? Be gone!
I could do this all... day!
A whirling struggle.
It's
It's
about
effective.
time.
Prepare to be judged!
Here! I'll smash you!
Raging
Can't be happening.
A new lease on life. I'm certain.
This one's mine!
Elusive deity!
Tectonic blast.
Rotating pile to... I'm ready!
Illuminate the soul. Blah, blah, blah. Magic.
Prepare to be
Lightning.
judged!
Watch yourself.
Cower before
Searing
the power!
flame. A chain between heaven and earth. Here I go.
roll.
Wow. Energy of lightning. In here.
Soaring blast!
Damn it. Get out of
This one's all
there.
mine! Elusive deity! It's time to draw close the curtain. The tragedy of your lives has reached its end. Chrono erosion! Benediction.
If it's in the sky, it's mine. That'll bring you down. Thunder field.
It's in a vine!
You
All
bore me!
right.
Now it's all good things! Come to an end!
Here, let me help.
Prepare to be judged! Enough!
I won't give up.
Bleed! How about this? Cut through!
Take care of
Dance on the wind!
Pluto.
Now I'm... Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
From beyond!
We're barely hanging on by a thread.
I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
From beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with light! Resuscitation! Bow before me! Shine!
The waters of creation.
Some regeneration! Regeneration!
Gemini Aqua. Sleep now.
Here's a throw.
You up that way.
Enough!
Gemini
Begone!
Aqua.
Can't be happening.
Leave the charges to me! Inspiration!
You bore me.
I can do this!
My savior.
Prepare to be judged!
Not my finest.
Worthless! How about this? How about this? Cut through! Forgive me.
The waters of blah blah blah.
Out of the
This
woods.
one's all
Here.
mine! From beyond! Imbue this vanquished soul with light!
Get on in there with the others.
Resuscitation! Prepare to be judged!
Watch yourself.
Hold on to your
before
armor.
me.
Here I come. Evil. Freeze laser. Blah blah blah. Magic. Burning strike. Don't mind if I do.
It's on!
Sealed.
It's time to draw close the curtain. The tragedy of your life has reached its end. Chrono erosion!
Blah, blah, blah. Sealed. Let's get you all tucked away.
Heal my...
Rising flame! Talon hurricane!
Into the shadows. In here.
Prepare to be judged. Enough!
Not my finest.
Worthless! How about this? Flee! Begone!
I'll be saving
Your
this will help.
everlasting
Come
dust.
through!
Negative gate.
Begone!
Can't be happening.
From
Now.
beyond, imbue this vanquished soul
Dohalim.
with light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
What quaint arts you use.
He's healing?
Not quite. I turned back time, to be precise.
You really do control time and space. Was this place something you made?
It was not I who made it, nor was it Origin or Maxwell. So there's a world unrelated to the three primordial great spirits.
Primordial? Do you mean to tell us you have the power to create worlds?
You may make of me what you will.
Another great spirit and another fine mess. I strongly recommend that research into doorways through time and space should be strictly forbidden.
But what are rules to a species that insists on ignoring history's lessons? The people of your realm will learn of this place, and they will use it to rob and exploit other worlds.
That's...
They are driven by pure desire. They fob off their burdens on others, all without reflecting upon what comes of it.
To hell with this. We've torn down every barrier in front of us, but we know better than to call it good there. We'll build a world where people can coexist and walk hand in hand, and we won't give up until we do.
Yeah, we're ready to put in the work to change.
I'll make sure this research gets called off. You have my word on that.
I suppose this is another trait that your species shares. I will remain here for a time. See to it that this absurd research is ended.
All right, Kronos. We understand.
And know this. If anyone attempts to abuse the Gateway, to interfere with our world, I will cast them into the time-space rift, where they will wander the void forevermore.
No arguments here, pal.
We'll see to it that that never happens. You'll see, from up there on your throne.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Who'd know?
A bird?
Huh. He likes birds.
Somehow I'm both surprised and not.
Magnificent. To think that we could ever amass such a stunning array of Denon relics.
What do you think? Not a single piece missing.
Indeed, you and Law were especially diligent in finding them. You both have my gratitude.
So, this means you don't need to become treasure hunters, right?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I mean, that promise you were talking about earlier. You know, with Dohalim?
Oh, you mean the exhibit?
Exhibit?
Yeah. After collecting so many artifacts, we wanted to put them on display for people to see.
Renans have stolen so much Danan history. It feels only right to help revive it. However, the situation has changed. I think we should call off the exhibition.
Huh?
This collection deserves to have a permanent home. In other words, I propose that we open a museum.
Oh, that's a great idea!
I knew that you would agree. The relics seemed to boisterously applaud the idea as well.
Not with that again.
Still, that's quite the elaborate plan you two have hatched.
Naturally, I trust that you'll handle the descriptions for each item, Rinwell.
Of course! I've got a lot of research ahead of me.
In that case, we should erect a research lab for your work.
Really? That'd be great, Dohalim!
What kind of research do you think you can do?
More than you can, fists for brains. Thumbing through piles of books, looking up relic structure and material composition. Maybe even testing how they react to arts. And, if necessary, I could always break them open and see what's inside.
Let's not get carried away here.
I'm just joking, of course. And you know, it'd be great if I could have an assistant. Someone who could run errands for me while I'm busy working.
Huh? Well, you know, I could.
It's good to dream big and all, you guys, but there's something you need to do first.
You're right, of course. There's only one thing we should be concerned with right now, and that is...
Cleaning up.
Yes, ma'am.
This shall be a feast for the senses.
I guess... Well... Whew.
Right.
Huh?
Yes!
Hmm.
I don't know what all this gate and key stuff is about, but you've gotta be a little crazy to do research inside a Zoogl's stomach.
I don't care what he gets up to on his own time. I'm just glad nothing crazy came out of all that in the end.
He was trying to bridge together dimensions. That in itself is rather ludicrous, I would argue.
Still, Eisen, was it? It seemed like that was the first he'd seen of his sister all grown up. In that respect, I'm glad it worked out for him.
Everything has a silver lining if you look hard enough. Doesn't change the fact that his little experiment was real dangerous.
Look at it from his perspective. I know if I got to see family I thought I never would again, that'd make me really happy too.
Truth be told, I'm with Kisara on this. The ability to see those that you're afraid you've lost, even one more time. I hope it works out for them.
There was also that Kronos guy we met at the end. Rather less charming. What do you think his deal was?
Yeah, he had those weird ears sticking out.
It's impossible to say whether he's like us or not. However, if we're to judge by his strength and appearance, he is clearly no ordinary being.
And what he said to Shion was just... that was so awful.
He most likely has his reasons for believing in what he does, even if they come from a very different place than what we ourselves know.
He didn't seem to be too harsh on anybody who wasn't human, though.
Ooh!
It was all so strange. I wonder if we'll ever get to meet anybody else from other dimensions.
Who can say? If we do, I pray it will be somebody more friendly. I can only fight every newcomer that we meet for so long. It'd be nice to get a surprise ally every once in a while.
It's amazing, isn't it? We've been all over Dana on this journey. Is there anywhere we haven't visited at this point?
Who knows?
I'm being serious.
We're talking about a whole planet here. Isn't it more exciting to just assume there are places we haven't seen yet?
I picked the wrong guy to ask. What about you, Alphen? What do you think?
That's a good question. I figure we visited just about every place civilization has set its eyes on.
So is there anything left for us to see?
That I couldn't say. We are talking about seeing an entire planet.
Yeah, I guess so.
This journey has proven just how little I truly knew our world. There is always more to learn. To assume otherwise would be the height of conceit.
There might well be places that we still haven't discovered yet. And if you ask me, I think that's perfectly fine.
Me too. We don't need to know every inch of Dana to fulfill our mission. Besides, I think there's something romantic about there still being mysteries out there.
I'd say it's part of the fun to imagine whether we'll be the first to uncover those mysteries. Maybe even now there are other explorers who will shed a light in the darkest places.
True! I guess the world's bigger than any of us will ever really realize.
You know, I was just saying the same thing as Alphen. Why does she listen to him and not me?
Sounds like you've still got a lot to learn about the mysteries of a woman's heart as well.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
You can never be too prepared. But did we have to spend so much?